Okay, and we are live. I think. We're live. Are we live? Hold on, just gotta check. Yep. Alright, we're up and running. That is good. Also, I need to make sure the chat is working this time. So could you put a little test in chat, see if it shows up on the screen? Yeah. Will it? Worked last time. It didn't show up on the screen, did it? Hold on. Maybe because I don't even have Streamlabs open right now. That's great. Hold on, just hold in there. Continue. Alright. Hopefully, then what we do is we do this, and then we do that, and then we do, I think that one. You just click add. And then it should hopefully connect. So then I just quickly put look, alright, I have a full screen. Alright, there we go, it is working. We'll get rid of this one. Remove that one. There we go. The chat box is working. There we go. Alright, let's start. So, what was I going to say? I've been doing a lot of off-screen shiny hunting, as you can see. I think last time we ended off at like 700 and something. But now, last night, I, did a lot of shiny hunting and I'm at 926. So, hopefully, today we should be able to breach the 1000th yamper. I mean, if we don't find it at least. Which is exciting. 1000's a big number. And if shiny hunt is as of course shiny hunt is not like this, but at some point, for some reason in my head, I'm like, oh yes. So if it's at 1 out of 4096, then we're gonna technically the shiny yamper should appear between 4096 to so yeah, if that made any sense, which probably didn't. Also, how many yampers have I taken down now? 510. And that means we have the max shiny odds now. So our shiny odds are now 3,472. Which, that's good. That's good. And so hopefully now should be very simple. I don't even know if I have to really take him down anymore, right? Wait, did I? I think it was that. Was that that number? I think it was, right? So yeah. The real question is. Oh yeah. Also, a brilliant yampers, so the ones with the little aura around them, the yellow stuff, is 1 out of 586, which is very small, but though they don't really show up often, so I think it's like a 3% chance that one of the yampers are a brilliant yamper. And luckily, it should get easier once we find the yamper, since what I want to do is I want to replace my Thwacky here as my main catching Pokemon. The reason why I want a catching Pokemon is because, in the future, I don't want my Pokemon to overlevel. That would make the game way too easy. And so I want to just keep my Yamper as the level it is. And I think the best idea is by catching a Lightning Rod Electrike, because Lightning Rod increases the chance of an electric type to spawn in the overworld. I think it also has that in the fishing encounters, so if we ever do want to get a Chinchou, then you know, that is an option. And it should be easy. I think the fishing encounter is actually very low, right? Yeah, even without Shiny Charm, a fishing encounter is 1 out of 1,529, which, you know, that's very low, ain't it? So, every time you... I think the main reason why I still want to be taking the Yampers down is because I think when you take down a Pokemon in the overworld, the next encounter has a 50% chance of being the same species. And, as you know, so if I take down a Yamper, the next encounter in this slot has a 50% chance... It's a Squirtle, but normally it has a 50% chance, and if it doesn't hit, it'll be a random Pokemon, but if it does, it'll be Yamper. There's a lot of squirrels around. Right, there's another one. That'd be 933. And hopefully we should be streaming for like another 3 hours today, which will be nice. I think every stream I want to aim for 3 hours. Despite me getting very quiet around the second hour, I guess. Because, you know, I ran out of things to talk about. Or my throat's gotten super dry. Though, of course, I can just get water then. So that noise in the back, that's my AC. It's not really that hot at the moment, but yeah. I have it here anyway. Also, my Fracky learned a few more moves, so it means less trips to the Poké Center. So, anything fun to talk about today? Let's have a think. I'm always bad at trying to figure out what conversations to start. There we go. Just gonna move over here a little bit. Yeah, I don't really know what to talk about right now. Just gotta keep poking the dogs with sticks. I mean, I don't really know if that's that good of an idea. The dog will. Well, this dog can shock you back. Okay. What? I've been playing a bit more Champions recently. I am using a Mega Swampert team now. You know, because Swampert is my first starter, so of course I do want to use it. There is Yamper 937. Nice. But the Swampert team is basically the ones you always see. With your, you know, your Rain Setter, your Arcalodon, your Sinistcha. So, what to talk about? That is always the question in these streams, because my mind's always blank. No, last stream where I would have quite a fun conversation about the most weirdest adverts that yeah, I haven't really seen much. It was like a thing that was fun for me to watch for just like a little bit, but then I ran out and it was like But to be fair, most of those ads are quite hard to explain as they were so wacky and weird. I did start watching X-Men 97. That was quite fun. I like it. I mean, you know, it was... And to be fair, like a year ago, I didn't really watch much X-Men stuff, but I have kind of been getting into watching all of the X-Men stuff, and honestly, I like it. And to be fair, X-Men 97 is really good. And I never watched the original one, and so recently I've just been going through all of them, and it's honestly very fire. What else? There's the yamper 942. I've only been talking for 12 minutes. Oh my god. Hold on. Do this and then do that. Nice. To be fair, last night, so I went to sleep and my day 20, so day 20 of the Dynamax Adventure Shorts, was at like 120 views. But then I went to sleep, I woke up, and then it was like whiplash. Like I woke up, 1.1 thousand views, and I was like, where did all of these come from? And I'm like, I mean, I'm not complaining, but you know, 3 subscribers in one night, that's amazing. And we're almost hit 250, a big 250, which is exciting because, you know, I think I've mentioned this before, but I always think hitting the number 50 at the beginning, like the 50s and 100s, you know, is always a big number for beginning YouTubers, as 50 marks the halfway point between, you know, so like normally, you know, let's say 1 to 5 to 10, of course 5 is in the middle, and so it's, you know, say you're at 200 subscribers, you get to 250. That kind of marks the halfway point between 250, you know, 200 and 300. Or you need another 50 more, and you've made it to the next milestone. You know. Number 945 yamper. That's good. That's good. Oh, there's two in one. Buy one, get one free. Not like I'm buying it, more like I'm whacking it on the noggin with a branch. But you know, that's not the point right now, you know. Then here is the next one, 9.7. So recently I have been watching a lot of other people doing their Sword and Shield stuff. You know, like a Sword and Shield shiny lock. Not an electric only like I'm doing, but to be fair, some of the hunts I watch them do kind of is making me a little skeptical. And it's like, one went to like 20,000, I was like, uh-oh. I think that one had no way to like raise the odds or anything, so hopefully the yamper doesn't take us 20,000 encounters to get. I hope not. I'll be here for until like December, unless I start doing them off camera, which to be fair, I have been doing that, but you know, like spend like an entire day shiny hunting in the yamper, you know, which yes I can do, and I probably will get it, but trust me, I will be bored. I mean, this morning I did a few. I was just sitting there with my headphones on watching YouTube videos, which I think that's how most shiny hunters do it. I think, because I'm always paranoid that whatever I'm watching on the video, so you know, the audio is coming from the headphones. I'm scared it's gonna record itself with the mic, and I'm just like, yeah, I hope that doesn't happen. I'd rather have my own voice in there, not, you know, my headphones, like, I don't know if we'll go that way, you know? And, what was I just, yeah, so, also, I was watching one of them, and the naming theme, was Star Fox, and I was like, I recently played the game the other day. I'm like, honestly, if I didn't play the game, I would have no idea what these references are. You know? I think he named one of his Pokemon Meteor, which is like the name of one of the areas you go to in that game. And I wouldn't have known what that is. I thought it would be a character. But no, I think it's like an asteroid belt in the game, which actually does have some really good music to it. And honestly, that level does have some very cool moments, like when like there's a bunch of meteors trying to crash into you, and you're like weaving through them all. Also, it's a champion. No, I don't think I have much else to talk about champions with. Yeah. Yeah. Bonk him. Bonk him on the noggin. Oh, okay, no. Poke him on the noggin. How about that? There we go. Alright. There's another yamper, that's good. 952. I'm trying to think. So, what else do I talk about? It's always a problem. I always never know what to talk about, and then the stream ends up like it's just silent for like an hour, which I hope that doesn't make the stream really boring. You know, people won't want to watch it, and I'm just like, I mean, I did put the music up a little, like the video game music up. Maybe that might make it a little less silent. Alright, let's go for here. Here's another little one. So, I've been thinking about what my team will be for this playthrough. And I think I have... Yeah, I think I know what I want. Hold on, if I just put Swish Pokédex. If I just head to Cerebi. So, this Pokédex, the electric types it includes are Yamper, Bolton, the Vikavolt line, Pikachu, the Pikachu line, Electrike line, Galvantula, what else? I think Togedemaru, Morpeko. Where are the others? Also, I don't think right, let's do that. Oh yeah, the Eevee, so Jolteon, Chinchou, Lantern, the what was it? Dracozolt, Arctozolt. Let's keep going down. I'm just looking at online. Oh yeah, the Toxel line, but I don't really know where you find Toxel in the wild. I know you get it at the egg in Route 5. But that's only a one-time encounter, I think. So you can't get more of them. Yeah, Togedemaru, Morpeko, Rotom. But I also don't know where you find Rotom in this game. I think you find him... Isn't there that one place in the wild area? I think it's nearby the entrance that takes you into Hammerlock. It's like a lake. So I think it's like the Lake of Outrage, and like that little island on it where you find the Rotoms during a storm. Which I know there is a way to manipulate weather in this game, but I don't know how to do that. Not like we need it now because we're not shiny hunting in the wild area, where it really takes, you know, where the weather really matters. Or on the regular routes, like, the encounter table cannot be changed, I don't think. So, can't rain on this route. I think the way to manipulate the weather in this game is by changing the date of time, right? You just change it to a different day, and then it will... It's like the time skip method from Scarvy. Yeah, Scarlet and Violet, where you just push the day forward and you get new outbreaks. Which, you know, I've used that method, I use that quite a lot when I shiny hunt in Scarlet and Violet to find the ones I want. Though, actually, I haven't really found a shiny... The last time I shiny hunted using an outbreak was when I was trying to record the champion video. I was looking for a Sinistcha, but I ended up finding an Ariados instead. Which I really hoped that video would come out, because that would have been a very cool thing to find an accidental team member. Because I looked at it and I was like, you know, Ariados is somewhat good, right? And then it never came out because I just kept getting beaten, and I'm just like, yeah, honestly, maybe I should leave this team. It is not faring too well. So I feel like people can make anything work. As yesterday I was playing, and I noticed a team that was just full of ice and fairy types, and I was like, how? I don't know. You know, I was in the ultra rank, so I was like. So this team got to ultra rank. Of course, I did beat it because I had a Metagross on my team, but which, you know, kind of tore it apart. But so I definitely did make some mistakes, like body pressing a Aurorus with, and as it, I think body press goes off of weight, or is that heavy slam? I think actually no, it goes off defense stat, but I think. Just Aurorus is bulky, and it was through Aurora Veil, so it wasn't going to kill. Where I could have just gone for the stab steel move, you know, Iron Head. Also, Cadbury has gone to level 25 now. That's good. Oh yeah, last stream we were talking about what should we name the Yamper once you get it. And, of course, I came up with Greg's. I mean, we have Cadbury's here. Well, Cadbury, no plural, but, you know, Yamper could be a Greg. He does look like a sausage roll, doesn't he? I mean, the shiny looks like a very raw sausage roll, but, you know. Actually, no, wait, the shiny kind of reminds me of a pink and white. It's like these like wafer things that are, well, pink and white, and I think my sister used to eat those all the time. Probably still does, good. Though I don't really remember really eating pink and whites. I think they were good. I don't know if they had any. I don't remember much flavor from them though. They might have just been like strawberry flavored wafers, something like that. But anyways, here is. Wait, do I update the counter? I think this is Yamper 964, 64 Zoo Lane. Alright, let's keep moving. Is there a Yamper there? Is that Chul? Either Yamper. I do keep getting my Yampers and Shootles mixed up, as they have. I'm not saying orange is similar to the beige color on its head, on Yamper's head, but there's like a little thing poking out the grass. Sometimes I kind of think it's a Shootle. Am I colorblind or something? Probably. Also, you know, this flower right here, I do sometimes mistake for a Yamper. I really am. Oh, I didn't mean to run into that Yamper, but yeah, I'm looking for him anyway. Alright. We beat another Yamper. Another Yamper bites the dust. Does another one spawn there? No, it's a bird. It's always the birds. Oh wait, but we do have two for the price of one here. Oh, we're out of branch pokes. Does Scratch even kill? I put them on here instead of. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Let's hope he doesn't take until, I don't know, 2028. Because Sword and Shield shiny head in can be very unforgiving. I think it's definitely the hardest game to get shinies on the Switch. I think, if you're not including Dynamax Adventures. Because, you know, I have a whole series dedicated to Dynamax Adventures. And, I mean, the Dynamax Adventure series has always done great. I did just tell you a little earlier where, you know, last night, I went to sleep, 120 views, woke up, 1.1 thousand, and I'm like, wait, it never goes up at night. You know, normally when I go to sleep and I wake up the next morning, it's normally on the same amount of views. It's normally during the day when it starts skyrocketing up. But, you know, it was a bit different last night. Well, and also I did notice that I think day 13 was also skyrocketing randomly. I don't understand why day 13 did that randomly, but I mean, I'm not complaining. I mean, because like I checked my analytics and I was like, wait, so I woke up and last night I was on 246 subscribers, and then I woke up and it was at 249, and two of those new subscribers came from the 13, which, you know, I like looking at the analytics. It's very fun. I like doing it. Hold on, let me do this real quick. Hold on. There we go. I was just opening YouTube Studio on my on my screen. It's actually day 20 is at 1.2 now. So that's good. All right. Dynamax Adventure series. I hope you get the Latias soon, but I know it will probably yeah. The original Dynamax Adventure series, where I got that Lunala, it did take 103 days, and in between, I think, was it? I think it was 3, right? 3 shinies I found. Yeah. There was a Crawdon, a Sudowoodo, and then the Lunala. And now, this series I've only found 1 so far. Day 18 with a Vanillite. No, not Vanillite. Vanillish. Yeah, that one. The middle ice cream cone. And honestly, I didn't really notice it. I was looking at it. I was like, is that ice cream? Is the icicle a little bit off shaded? I looked at it and then, you know, I saw the little shiny icon. I was like, oh, he's shiny. That was fun. To be fair, I do. Well, I don't really know what I was trying to say there. 2.1. Right. Yeah, that one. I think if I do this, let's just pull out the image and browse. Actually, no, never mind. I won't do that. I was just gonna show the difference between regular Vanillux and shiny Vanillux. But like in other games, it's very obvious to tell because it's, you know, the cone is bright purple. Well, it's not bright purple, but it is purple. But due to the lighting in this game, it was just like it looked a little bit blue, and I was like. Though, to be fair, it's not exactly blue, from what I remember. But I'm not complaining, it is the shiny at the end of the day. And also, I think that was my first Vanillish. I don't think I ever got one from CA, I think. Because I know you can get the Vanillix line in that game. I think there's a Vanillite on Zone 7, I believe. Though, I think the Zone 7 is the only zone I never shiny hunted in. I went to every single other one to get a bunch of shinies from, but that's the only one that I go to that often. To be fair, well, I think my favorite zone from that game was Zone 10, I believe. Zone 10, 12, and... Also, yeah, 8 is quite good. You know, 10 is where my favorite Pokemon lives. 12, the snowy area. And 8 is the sandy area. You know, and that's, like, the most fun environments. And also, of course, Wind Waves are coming out. To be fair, when Winds and Waves comes out, do I just like immediately try a shiny lock of that game, even though I don't know the shiny methods or how to get, what, you know? I was actually planning to do that, but I decided, I mean, honestly, I think this shiny hunt would have gone quicker if I had the shiny charm, but this is a fresh account, so yeah, I will not have. But so the method I've been using is the one where you take down Pokemon and it increases the odds every like 100 encounters, and with the shiny charm, it's actually, I think, a little so the without the shiny charm, this method goes from 4,096 to 3,472. The Fire Red, I think the odds are very low. I think, isn't the odds in Fire Red 8,192? I think it's that, right? Like the original shiny odds for Pokemon games. But then it was either Gen 5 or Gen 6 where they changed to 4096. I don't remember which one it was, though. It might have been Gen 6. Wait, did I update the counter when I count that one? I think, is that 981? I think. Oh, I'll leave it 980. It doesn't have to be exact. But there is another one right here. Just keep scratching it. Ah, yeah, okay. Ooh. So I actually did kind of forget Gen 5 was when the Shiny Charm originally was, a thing. Like, some of the things I remember Generation 5 introduced was hidden abilities. And of course, hidden abilities are amazing. We do like hidden abilities. Especially, I'm playing... One of the teams I built in Champions was revolving around my favorite Pokemon. And its main strategy involved around its hidden ability, so, I am very thankful for hidden abilities. So the team was Sharpedo. That's my favorite Pokemon. With, Speed Boost Destiny Bond. Just to kamikaze its way into, like, a Mega Floette. And just kill it immediately. Because, of course, a Sharpedo with speed, with a +1 speed, does outspeed Mega Floette. And if the person who is, using the Floette is just spamming Dazzling Gleam, he's not going to expect Destiny Bond just to, murder it. Also, it's got Psychic Fangs for Sneaslers, and so I don't think it works nowadays, as there are more bigger threats, like, your Staraptor. But it can still work, as you can just, the Destiny Bond strategy. It is very funny when it does work. Especially if it's like a 2 versus 1, where both of my Pokemon are weak to the Pokemon in the front. But if I use Destiny Bond and the person targets the shark first, I still win, even though it seems unwinnable. Doubles. I just find... I think... Double uses a bit more, like... I think you can cook way more in doubles. Like, last night, one of the teams I saw was this person who, was using a Clefable. Not Mega Clefable, just regular base Clefable. And you'd think, it's a Clefable, I'm just going to ignore it, and that's exactly what I did. I targeted the other side quite a lot while it was setting up cosmic powers, because I was like, yeah. And to be fair, there are a lot of times where I'm just like sitting there thinking, and I'm like, oh, wait, the time is at 10 seconds. Uh-oh. And I just like rush to do my thing, and then I'm a bit. But like I was saying with the Clefable, so it was Cosmic Power, and I was just ignoring it, and so I was just singling out the other side to just stop it from, like, I don't really remember why I was trying to stop it. Well, I think it was just because I was like, I didn't remember it had Baton Path, and It's actually, I don't think Clefable gets Friend Guard, right? It's just Clefairy who gets Friend Guard. Clefable gets Magic Bounce, I think. I think that's why they have him as a set one, because then you can't just get like Toxic Sword or whatever. There was a mouse hold on that team that probably had Friend Guard. But the main thing I was worried about was it using Follow Me, which I think Clefable gets Follow Me, and just redirecting all my moves to it and just letting the other Pokemon on the other side thrive. I was like, yeah, if my Metagross gets a critical hit, I'm fine. But to be fair, if you're hoping for a critical hit, let's just say things are about to go poorly. Unless you, I don't know, have a scope lens. I think it's scope lens. To be fair, could it be? I was. Yeah, actually no. You know, I don't think I ever actually used like a Pokemon with Rock Slide. I normally the most common team for me to make is a Rain team. I don't know. I think it's just always the one that you know, the Pokemon I use the Rain a lot. So, you know, the Mega Swampert team, of course, you know, you got your Basculegions who have Swift Swim and Wave Crash. I hit like an absolute steam train, especially with Life Orb now in the game. To be fair, so I think when the next season rolls around on, I think July 10th, I might try the video again. But I should try and use the Sharpedo team that I once created. Because honestly, I think it works. Because in Season MA, I was able to get to Master Ball rank with that team. Though, like a regular, but... I mean, not regular, but a more smaller version where I didn't really know how to team build all too well. So, if I'm not mistaken, my original Shark team had... Sylveon for just like spread, Hyper Voice, Pelipper for rain control, for Rigoroth to stop Shark from getting flinched or from fake outs and stuff. And also, if someone is trying to use Trick Room, I can use my own Trick Room to reverse the effects of that person's Trick Room, which did actually work sometimes. But also that original Sharpedo team wasn't using regular Sharpedo like my new ones do. It was using Mega Sharpedo with, you know, Strong Jaw, and that kind of made it so I hardly ever used Destiny Bond and focused on my biting moves. But with regular Sharpedo, you can kind of do whatever you want. You can even run Choice Scarf Destiny Bond if you really want to. But that might not be a good idea. Yeah, I don't think Choice Scarf Destiny Bond is the best way. Thank you, and I will. Also, that is we're almost at Yamper 1000 as well, which is very exciting. But I will have to change the layout a little bit once it gets to 1000, as I think I'll have to move the number just a little bit. Right there. Here's another yamp. Alright, let's keep moving. Right. Just keep scratching the little doggies. Now what I talk about? So I guess I'm going to keep talking about the shark team. If I'm not mistaken, it also had an Incineroar on the team. Gives you guys and a Sneasler. I mean, you can't really go wrong with those two. Incineroar is like the GOAT, and Sneasler is quite a heavy hitter for like fairy types and stuff. Despite my shark being the #1 fairy type killer, as you know, Mega Floette comes up, Destiny Bond. Some like Mega Gardevoir, Destiny Bond. And the thing is, you don't actually have to use Destiny Bond on everything. Like I said, I think I said this already. Sneasler, Psychic Fangs. I don't actually think that. Wait, no. Close combat can definitely kill King's Gambit, but most of the time they are running Choppleberry. But anyway, that is Yamper 1000. Just gonna move that a little. There we go. The big 1000. That is fun. Let's keep going. Scratch. Hold on. Okay, to be fair now. Hold on. Alright. Oh, there's 2 Yampers. Also, I don't know if I've said this already, but I did make a thumbnail for the video I made. That's in the works. Hold on. If this video ever is, if I ever finish the video, which I mean I hope so. That means I would have done all this for nothing. I have made a thumbnail. I want to start doing like more art thumbnails because that's something I'm good at. I have Procreate, and then I just if I do what is it? Image. Wait, no, it's image slideshow. I don't want an image slideshow. I just want that. All right, nice. And then I go browse. Then I go to which one? It would be this one. Then to here. Enter here, open. So here is the little thumbnail I made. I might change it at some point. Oh, let's do that. Here it is. I think I kind of cooked. It's just Yamper holding the rusted sword. You know, from Sword and Shield. I'll just put you down there for now. But hopefully that is a good thumbnail. It does. I think I cooked. Anyways. Keep moving. And I mean, I might, like I said, I might change the thumbnail at some point, have it a bit more movement, and also this thumbnail is more of like a thing you'd see in like a, you know, it's like more of a thing you'd see on like your phone thumb, you know. Oh. So I might change it to make with the you know, size of a regular YouTube thumbnail. Which I think isn't it 100? I think it's 1280 to 720. That's the normal YouTube thumbnail size. When I think this is actually 720 to 1080. I mean 1280, which is actually just the opposite. And that's the same ratio I use to do my shorts, my Dynamax Adventure shorts. Because by doing that, it's more vertical, and then you've got like little. You just got to do a little more tweaks, and then boom, you made a short with a 720 to 1280 ratio. Also, hopefully, I say like a 2 hours. I will do my Dynamax Adventure short for today, and you guys can be included. Oh wait, I clicked the wrong button. There we go. 1007. Alright. Now. Another yamper. This is number 1008. Gotta do something. Because I'm just using my phone to watch the stream, just to make sure everything's going well on like your end while I do things. So now what do I talk about? Is the question. I think no. That's true. So yeah, so we'll talk about what should I name my yamper. And earlier I said a good idea is Greg's, you know, the UK brand that is iconic for selling sausage rolls. And you know, the sausage rolls are really good. And he does kind of look like a sausage. You know, Yamper looks like a sausage roll a little bit, dipped in mustard. Don't really know if you dip a sausage roll in mustard. I mean, you do a hot dog, so should be able to. And then I think what I should also figure out is what to name the rest of the Pokemon from Sword and Shield. I mean, the electric Pokemon in Sword and Shield are UK brands. I think so. I think last stream when I brought up this topic, I was like, you know, electric and Manectric. It's either an Audi or Little. Galvantula and Joltik. I'd say it'd be like maybe a B&M. Or I'm trying to think. Is there any like wool brands in you, like you know, like Silk and, or maybe wait, it's an electric type Pokemon. I don't know whether they've ever said this in the lore, but I wonder if in like the Pokemon universe, Galvantula webs are used as wires, like organic wires for electrical stuff. I mean, it would be cool. And if so, I mean, it could be British Gas. Or I think, but that's more of a plumbing company, not an electrician company. I don't really remember the electrician companies in the UK. But, and then we have Pikachu. What is the most popular UK brand that isn't Greg's? I could just say Asda, as they're everywhere. You know, big supermarkets. I mean, well, actually, no, a Tesco. Pikachu, Tesco the Pikachu. And then Eevee. Actually, I don't really know what I would name Eevee as a British brand. I think also, you know, Jolteon is there. Though I'm really good at getting Eevee this playthrough, because I don't really know. I know where you get them, but if I want one Pokemon in each, I don't know if I'm gonna stick with just like one shiny from each route. So I can only get one electric type from Route 4, which is the most populated route there with electric types. So actually no, Eevee is the Asda, right? Pikachu is Tesco's. Normally Asdas are bigger than Tesco's. Well, at least the ones I've seen. And with Asda, there's a lot of things you can get there, so, you know, 8 evolutions, you know, a lot of choices. But that's like the same thing with most. Chinchou, easily fish and chips. You can't get Stunfisk because, you know, we got the Galarian one instead. Then wait, okay, so the next one is Toxel, right? What's the name of that one? HMV, yes. That is the perfect one for Toxel. Is it HMV or HMV? I haven't seen one of them in a long time. As all the ones in my area have been shut down for like, what was it? I think, like my main shopping, like in my from where I'm from, a lot of the like main places have shut down now. either they've gone bankrupt or there's not really any need to have them open anymore if they're selling everything online. And all of the places are now, just either offices or flats. So, in the US you'd call them apartments. Rotom, that could be a what was it? B&Q. It's different to B&M. B&Q is like an IKEA type of place. Then Drakazole and Arctazole. I don't really know what you'd name those two. To be fair, Arctazole would be perfect as Iceland. But that's I assume the name is more of a Iceland, shop, not a shop that came from Iceland, not a British shop. So they are around in the UK. I've been going on about UK shops for a long time, and most people watching probably don't know what any of them are. Actually, people probably heard of Greg's. Or wait, well, Nando's isn't really UK specific. Anyway, that's my Alright, what's the next one? Here we go, there is another. And that's all of the electric types in Shield, and then it just goes to the pseudo legendaries, and then the actual legendaries. Though there is the Isle of Armor Pokedex as well, and the Crown Tundra, but I don't have the DLC on this account, so. Oh wait, how did I forget about Pinch Your Chin? We all like Pinch Your Chin. And I like saying pinch your chin. Even though I know it's called pink urchin, but pinch your chin. Probably some like seaside place you'd find in the UK, but I don't know what. Also, my throat is really dry from talking so much. I hardly ever talk this much. Well, I might quickly just go nab a drink. So I will, that's the wrong one, I will be right back. Just give me a minute. and I'm back. Wait, I still have that on screen, do I? Oh. Here we go. Bye, Remus. We'll need to make a trip to the Poké Center soon. Actually, not soon, 15 hours. With it. need to run into that one. 1090 now. That's good. Good. Rookie on accident. Let me do that. What do I do? Just shut my door. Update the counter. Did I? I'll do it anyway. almost to 1,100 encounters. That's good. Also, that is 1,100 encounters for our little electric corgi friend. Probably be streaming for like another 50 so minutes. Oh wow, are we hunting Yamper for another 50 or so minutes, and then we'll switch to Sword and Shield. I mean, not Sword, we're already in Sword and Shield. I mean, Pokemon Shield to do a Dynamax adventure. Or do I do it on my own today? Because there's not really many people on the stream right now. Yeah, actually, I'll do that. Keep moving. It is 11:02. might quickly go to the toilet. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. Get rid of that. Alright. And off we go again. Well, I don't think I will do a Dynamic Signature short live today. I am getting a bit of a headache, so I think I might just want to do on my own, where I could just be silent, and yeah. Also, it is. Also, the joke about chat not saying hello is getting a little stale right now. Hello there, Radox. Oh. I have seems like yeah, but to be fair, this isn't the worst I've seen. Yeah, I mentioned earlier the stream that I watched a few other people doing a shiny only of Sword and Shield, and one of the people I watched, I think they were hunting in. They were trying to do a hunt where they were using the Moto Stoke gym as a place to hunt. So, in the gym challenge, you have to catch a Vulpix, a Litwick, or a Sizzlipede, and the hunt went to 20,000 encounters. Let's hope that doesn't happen. As the base odds, if I'm not mistaken, the odds of finding a shiny at the moment is where is it? It's this one. So the base odd in Sword and Shield is 4,096, and if you KO 500 Yampers, so yeah. 4,096. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. So I've taken down around almost 700 Yampers. And at 500 KOs, the odds go from 4,096 to 3,472. If it's a brilliant Pokemon, like the ones with a little aura around them, it goes to around 500, but those are also a 3% chance to find, so you're not finding them that much. And when you do find them, it's probably fun enough. Yep. Actually, this method is better without the shiny charm than with the shiny charm. As with the shiny charm, the method goes. So the base odds of the shiny charm in this game is 1,366 apparently, because I'm just reading it of what I see online. And with the KO bonus, the max it can go to is 1,288, which compared to the increase you get from the without the shiny charm, is a little smaller. Though the brilliant chance is 456 with shiny charm. Also, at some point, I want to try do a fishing hunt, As once we get to, what's the town? Holbury, which is like the port town in this game. There's Chinchou over there, which could be a good hunt to do. And the fishing odds in this game are quite high. I think the fishing odds have always been higher than the base odds. I know in if we were talking about the Sharpedo team I once made and how I made my shark into a kamikaze shark who just uses Destiny Bond on Pokemon like Mega Floette after a speed boost, and it just, because most Floette just spam Dazzling Gleam and it just catches them off guard. It also, the thing is, it doesn't really work now, but as you know, Mega Floette stonks have gone down. But also, Psychic Fangs takes down Sneaslers quite quickly. You also don't have to run Speed Boost. You could run Rough Skin, Choice Scarf, Destiny Bond. That probably. I think I always play. Most of the time when I do play Champions, it is ranked, though every single time I do log on. So, let's say I went to sleep, I came back on, I will do a few casuals just to get warmed up a little bit, and then I will go into ranked. Though, the scariest thing in ranked is coming across a team that is a little unconventional. You don't... The other day, I came across a team with only Ice type and Ice and Fairy types, so I was like, there's some gimmick going on, right? And luckily, the team I'm using, because the Sharpedo Destiny Bond team was my first team I ever used in a game. Yeah, the Mega Swampert has risen a lot. Risen, that's what I meant. But the team I'm currently using is also a Mega Swampert team. Because the Sharpedo team was the team I used at the very start of Champions. The one that I took to Master Ball rank. I didn't record it or anything, but it was just something I did on my own when the game came out. Maybe if I were to redo my Shiny only Champions video, I could try and bring that Sharpedo team to Master Ball rank once again with some new members. The original Sharpedo team that I used was Sharpedo, Sylveon, Farigiraf, Incineroar, Sneasler, and Pelipper, I believe. And with Mega Sharpedo as the main focus, but nowadays I actually don't use Mega Sharpedo, I use regular Sharpedo, as then I can give the Mega to someone else. I think once, in different versions of the team, I think I used Mega Meganium and Mega Frostlass, but Mega Frostlass will get rid of the rain that I kind of want to... Well, the rain that gets set up by Pelipper, but... Now, there are some other Megas I can use. Swampert is a good one. Though, I think if I did want to make a rain team, I think Basket Legion could just be a good replacement as, I don't have to use a Mega, and then I can give the Mega to, like, Meganium, which could probably counter a lot of Swampert. The only problem would be, what's his name? Staraptor. Alright. I think I'll get to 1125 and then I'll switch over to Shield for some Dynamax adventures. I do remember, I was making the Well, I had a really good counter with my Mega Phalanx team for Staraptor, and it's called Hyper Beam Sylveon. Uh, and it's just funny when the little ribbon dog shoots a giant beam of energy at like a giant target, and it's just like, oh yes, the little ribbon dog of happiness and fairiness taking down like Tyrannotars, Garchomps, Staraptors, you know, the most aggressive looking, mean creatures, and who comes out on top? The little ribbon dog. Or well, no, the little blue ribbon dog. Of course, because you know it's a shiny. Anyways, that's 11. Honestly, I do really like Sylveon, but I think like Sylveon is definitely in the top 20. But I think my favorite evolution is Jolteon, just because electric type's my favorite type. I think, you know. Anyways, wait, did I increase the counter for that Yamper? I don't think did I increase it? I'll get another one. I'll find another one. Which will be, that's a Nickit. There he is. Is it shiny? No. Do you mean like, will I catch just one Yamper, or like, of course, if this is a shiny only run, of course I will be catching more. I'm planning on catching, you know, Electrike will be a good one to get, as in Sword and Shield there's actually a really fun mechanic. Lightning Rod attracts more electric types in the overworld. So if I have Electrike with Lightning Rod as the lead, then more electric types will spawn and it'll be easier to find them. And then I am also thinking about Chinchou, maybe one of the fossils. But anyways, I'm going to be moving to Shield now. Yeah. Let's do that. I think I saved my game, right? I'm always paranoid that I didn't save my game. Nice. I will quickly do that. I think I did, right? Hold on, let me go back. I'm paranoid. Not the paranoia. Yeah, I did. All right, we're good. Alright, and here we are in Shield. You know, here is the Vanish I caught the other day. From day 18. And yeah, the rest of the team. I have Star Fox, Violet, Arceus VA, the Nintendo 64 thing, Pocopias, and the two Zeldas here. Then most of the other games there. I think I was playing the Nintendo 64 one for Ocarina of Time, I believe, because I had never actually played the game, so I started playing them. You know, for the remakes. Wait. Hold on. Yeah. I need to wait, I haven't even recorded the thing. Hold on. Alright. Ready? I turn my camera around like this. Put it down. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1. I'm doing a Dynamax adventure every day until I find myself every shiny legendary Pokemon. And today is day number 21, and currently I'm hunting for Latias. Also, I'm currently live. Say hi, chat. Say hi, chat. I don't want to pull out the crickets today. There we go. Alright, good job, chat. And anyways, without any further ado, let's dive into it, shall we? Now I need to connect to the internet. Right, 3, 2, 1, there we go. Okay, let's keep moving. Yes. Yeah, I think it's just because on the stream, so when you make a stream on YouTube, you have the choice of normal latency, low latency, and ultra low latency. Normal is like, I think normal would be, the chat is really far behind, but you're like seeing what I'm seeing, you know, on the video. And then low latency is like a balance, which is the one I use. And then ultra low latency is that you'll have a lot of chat interactions. However, the you know, the video will be very far behind. So like I would be doing, you know, oh, we're in already. That's good. Now you've got to play the waiting game. I always do it with people, as you know, the AIs are pretty stupid. They always go for setup moves, even when you're like on the verge of taking it down. Like, yes, setup moves are good. You know, I use them a lot. I use a lot of Life Dew when I use support mons and stuff, or Helping Hand. And if I have a more offensive Pokemon, then I will go for the more offensive one. Normally, for Latias, what you mainly want to search for is a really strong physical Pokemon. That's either like a Dark, Ice, you know, Bug. Because Latias has a low defense stat. It has a very high special defense, so... Though it does have the move Reflect type, which basically swaps the type around of the Pokemon. So... it targets a Pokemon, and then whatever Pokemon it targets, it will copy the stats of. So it will change. But if you have like a Bug and a Dark type, and it switches to the Dark type, you're still going to be good. You're still going to be fine. And if he switches to a Quad Weakness when you have a Pokemon on your end that is like, you know, that type, then yeah, Latias is getting cooked. Anyways, it looks like we're gonna have to ready up here. Oh, a final second. Yeah, I did forget to mention Ghost. Of course, this isn't the first time I hunted a Psychic type. Of course, the Lunala from last season. And of course, you know, Ghost and Dark were the best there. Honestly, I think Oranguru could be a good grab. Yeah, okay. I don't want to take Combuskin. To be fair, these Pokemon are a little... I would say Stunfisk, I guess. Alright, please don't... Okay, we go up... Wait, Pokemon Week to Psychic. Do we... I saw a Dark type. That's a good one to nab. That is a Lipard. Oh, but wait, there's a Ghost right here. I think we got the Ghost. Yeah, okay, we'll go Ghost. We'll go for the Frostlass. Like, I do know, like, I memorized the moveset of Latias. It's, what was it? It's Dragon Breath, which gets very annoying when it paralyzes you. I think Zen Headbutt, Mist Ball, and Reflect type. Though I do see Mist... Yeah. Though, I don't know why, but I see it with 5 moves. Because I know it has Reflect type, but sometimes it also has Surf. Why are you Aurora Veiling, Frostlass? There's no snow up Frostlass. So... Oh yeah, we lowered the special attacker's attack. Well, that was a big damage from... oh, that's a crit. I don't think I want a Dynamax here. Don't really... I mean, we don't... I think giving it to Beheem because it has a rock move. Oh wait, it went for shot. Ouch, that's gonna hurt. But it didn't. Beheem kind of tanked that actually. Okay, Psychic. Good damage for the Psychic. Oh, that was the more big damage. Dark Pulse, did kind of forget. Ooh, okay, Thunderbolt will kill now. Oh, that was another crit. Okay, it got lucky there with the crit. Oh wait, I kind of forgot to get rid of the yamper. Oh my god. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. This one. Yep. Wait, that one. Okay. Almost forgot to get rid of the yamper. Thank you for that. That wasn't bad. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing because I can just crop it out, but... So, honestly... Right. Even though Oranguro could be good with Instruct, I guess we'll just let him take it. We'd probably go Bug now, right? We know it's a Psychic type. It's a Slow King, but I think we just melt the Durant there. Because not only that, but I think the Durant has Hustle, which I could probably take. I should probably take this. And we have a Combustion with Fire Pledge. So, this thing will be melted. Immediately. Also, the only bad thing is we have a Frostlass. So, wait, actually, now I'm thinking about it, we do have 2 Pokemon weak to this. So, do I actually remember it having a bug move? I don't think this guy had a bug move, right? I guess we just go Thunderbolt it. I should quickly pull up the Dynamax Adventure movesets on my computer. Where is it? Let's have a look at it. Does it have an Iron Head and Bug Bite? Yeah, I think it has Bug. I know it has X, but it doesn't. Where is it? Where's Durant? Feel hurt. Actually, no, I'm fine. I'm still fine. You're fine. It does lower special. Alright, so okay, I found it. It's got Thunderfang, X-Dither, Metal Core. and metal sound, which isn't really much of a problem. The yeah, I was just moving a bit away because I was just like paying attention to, you know, I was just leaning back. All right. Wait, I didn't even realize we got the paralysis. Oh wait, that's good. Anyways, goodbye, Duran. Have a nice trip. Honestly, I'm probably going to take this one. Though we do have a combustion, we might. Wait. Oh wait. Wait. Did I? Whoops. in my head, in my rush to get rid of that yamper, I kind of took the chat off. My bad. Right. I want this. All right. Okay, we got the Durant. So for the last one, it's a normal or water type. Who do we go for? I say the normal type as we have a combust. Though there's items behind it. I don't know. I'll go normal. As we're not weak to the. I know it is a Palpitoad, but also, do I really want a shiny Palpitoad? Yeah, this is a Heliolisk. So to be fair, the Stunfisk would have been good here, but it's a. I think we're fine. It's a Heliolisk. If we can take it down in a few turns, then I get Dynamax during the Latias fight. Wait. Yeah, I'm not really looking for the Heliolisk. But it does. Wait, does it have dry skin in this game? In Dynamax Adventures, I think it has dry skin, right? Where's Heliolisk here? Use round. It's not gonna hurt us. Where's Heliolisk in the decks? It gets right behind Tyrantrum. Yeah, it has dry skin, which will be good because Latias has Surf. Also, we kind of just melted this Heliolisk. Yeah, it has Surf. Which, you know... Alright, anyway, there goes the Heliolisk. Alright. Now you just give that one to the AI. Hopefully. It just looks like it got sunburnt. It has a red body. So all the yellow is replaced by red. Alright. We don't want this. Alright. Here is the squad. We do have a damaged Behemoth, but I think that's fine. He has Dark Pulse, which will be good. And also, if he does use Reflect type on either Behemoth or Frostlass, then, you know, I'm chilling. I have Iron Head, I have X-Scissor. It would be a problem if he switches to the Heliolisk type or my Durant type. Yep. Alright. I'm Dynamaxing frame one. Oh, that was my controller vibrating on my desk. I should probably turn the vibrations off because that happens like all the time. I leave it on the desk and I get jump scared by the vibrations. Just like rumbling on my desk. Because it's metal and the controller. don't have a vibrator. I was talking about the controller that I'm using. Also, that just did some... It is the controller. If the controller's now tapping on the mic. So the controller. Ooh, okay, that might be a problem. But no, it won't. Wait, why are you frost prepping? And I don't think Flutterby will do much now. Though I can Iron Head it next turn. You know, Metal Claw, I think it has. Not Iron Head. Which is still damage. Also, we're dropping its special attack, which is really good. Alright. Dark Pulse does some good stuff. Oh, he's getting desperate now. Now he's going to attack twice. So by doing a max steel spike, it will raise our defenses. So, you know, if he does go for Zen Headbutt, then we should be fine. Okay, first. Oh wait, did our Frost Flask go down there? I think it did, right? Alright, fine. Oh, never mind. We're not fine. Okay, Frost Flask is down. Alright. It's almost down. I think we should be fine, though. Because now we get the boost from whatever the person... And also the Dark Pulse. And then whatever Heliolisk does. When a Helioliskoid array went. Alright, let's hope Metal Claw can kill. I don't really mind if it goes for Durant or Heliolisk. If it goes for Behemoth, that might be a problem. Oh, a light screen. That's a good one. Ah, okay. I think that's still fine, though, right? It goes for Mistfall on me, but because of that light screen that just got set up by the Cheer, we should be able to take it down with Behemoth Dark Pulse. What are you doing, Heliolisk? why are you agiliting now? Agiliting? I don't think that's the right word. Wait. Oh, okay. I was like, wait, does Expanding Force kill? But we did it. Nice. I suppose it was because Expanding Force would have killed if it wasn't for the Psychic Terrain. You got the Expanding Force boost and Psychic. I don't have a yellow Pokeball. Well, I probably have some Ultra Balls, but I only really have Pokeballs in this game. That's like, to be fair, I don't really remember where you buy Pokeballs in this game. Anyway, it's time for check number 21. Frostlass, not a shiny. Durant, not a shiny. Heliolisk, not a shiny. In Latias, not a shiny. Yep. Yeah, the Frostlass isn't shiny. It's... Nope. Alright. Anyways, that's good. Yep. Anyway, let's head out. And I think... Let me walk away from all of the weird people. I'll just hang out by this glalie. Anyways, I think that'll be it for today's stream. As you know, we've done a Dynamax adventure, and I've been hunting the yamper for almost 3 hours. So, anyways, thanks for joining, and I will catch you on Monday. Goodbye for now.